We are talking about Brian Williams, his embellishments about his Iraq war mission in 2003. And this is surely the biggest controversy NBC News has faced recently. But it's also certainly not the only one. And it's hurting something NBC values more than anything, more than all of us in journalism value more than anything: trust. Check out these promos that ran just 2 months ago for Brian Williams' 10th anniversary in the anchor chair.
It's a thing that you build slowly, over time. It can happen during big moments. More often, it's the day-to-day things. And what you build, if you work hard enough, if you respect it, is a powerful thing called trust.
It says he's been there, he'll be there. He renewed his contract in December. It goes almost through the end of the decade. Now, let's be honest. CNN makes mistakes. I make mistakes. NBC, ABC, CBS, they all make mistakes. But is there something more here? Well, I'm back now with veteran journalists Jeff Greenfield and Frank Sesno. And Frank, let me ask you first. You're aware of some of the other corrections that NBC's had to make recently, one involving whether Bo Bergdahl is going to be charged with desertion, one involving the Paris attacks at Charlie Hebdo. What do you think? Do you think there's something systemic at NBC that's causing this series of embarrassing errors along the way?
Maybe. You know, we say that great news organizations need great editors, they need great producers, they need great people in charge. Another way of putting it is we need adult supervision. And I think one of the real problems that we have in media generally, and television in particular, is that you get these outsized characters, these outsized profiles. Brian Williams on 30 Rock, Brian Williams on David Letterman. And you have a fundamental conflict of interest here, because your interest there is to build up your own personality, your own brand, when the brand of the organization and the network needs to be just what they're trying to promote, which is trust. There's only so many hours in the day. So there has to be great editing. There has to be great leadership. And NBC has been churning. And, you know, you have to conclude that the sorts of things that you're talking about reflect that churn at some level.
Jeff, let me put a tweet on screen from Bill Moyers. He's linking to a colleague of his, what he wrote online yesterday. It says, Brian Williams' helicopter lie is nothing compared to the misinformation spewed by U.S. press in lead up to Iraq war. Jeff, there's been a lot of jokes saying Brian Williams being the only one punished for lies involving Iraq. Is there some truth to the idea that we're focusing so much on this and ignoring some of those bigger issues?
Yeah, there's a great irony here that one of the many legitimate critiques of the media is that they tend to focus much more on, say, personalities in a political campaign than more fundamental issues. And certainly, if you compare the damage, apart from the damage done to NBC, from Brian Williams' misstatements or lies or whatever they are, compared to what the consequences were of bad or inaccurate or negligent reporting in the run-up to the war in Iraq, it's geometric. It's an enormous gap. There's one other quick point I think that's worth making, and that is that one of the reasons that Brian is in trouble is this fits a familiar narrative of an outsized personality who may not be what they want us to think they are. For instance, the liberal who votes for school busing and sends his kids to private school, the war hawk with 5 draft deferments, the environmentalist who flies a private jet to a climate change rally, the traditional moralist who procures an abortion for his mistress. In this sense, what I'm getting at is, it was very important for NBC to paint Brian Williams, and this is true of a lot of people in the news business, as someone who hasn't forgotten his roots. When
Jeff, are you calling Brian Williams a fraud?
As a celebrity. No, what I'm saying is this has given the opening to people to call him a fraud. I mean, the Huffington Post has been calling him Lion Brian. Yeah. And that's what this has opened this up to.
Before we go, each of you, give me a one-sentence answer. Do you think Brian Williams will be back in his anchor chair ever?
You asking me?
Sure, I'm sorry. Yes, Frank first.
Do I think he'll be? My one-sentence answer is we don't know. It depends, semicolon, it depends where this investigation leads. It's just too much up in the air right now.
Yeah, it's a sentence journalists should say more often. I don't know.
You know, I had an NBC employee say to me on Thursday, Brian Williams is too big to fail. And now it's Sunday. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily true anymore. But as we're saying, none of us know the answer to this. Jeff and Frank, thank you both for being here.
Thanks, Brian.